one of the most important ingredients to authentic recovery is insight. It's insight. And a person can't give you insight. I think I've said it in the past. Even if you go to a university and you pay, $100,000 on an education, they can teach you knowledge, but they cannot grant you insight. What is insight? Insight is taking knowledge and chewing over it until light bulbs start coming on in your head and you start seeing it in a way that only a person who is very intimate with that subject can see a thing. That's insight. So you can see now why the best universities in the world cannot promise you insight. The best they can promise you is knowledge. But it is up to each individual to take knowledge and to turn it into insight, to an insightful understanding of a thing. And really the problem with the professional community is the lack of insight. It's my assertion that a big cause of the lack of their insight is the fact that they don't value it. What they value more is knowledge and accolades. Knowledge is great, but without insight, it's worthless to you and to me. I'll tell you one of the things that helped me instantly know that my worth was inherent to me once I realized that I had viewed myself as not having inherent worth. One thing that I instantly realized is that the belief that my worth was not inherent to me had been put there. Now, that seems very simple to say, doesn't it? But work for insight into what I'm trying to share with you here. What is the insightful part of this that I'm trying to share with you? If it occurs to me that this belief that my worth is not inherent to me was put there, if I had this realization that my belief that my worth is not inherent to me was put there, what does that have to mean necessarily? What it has to mean necessarily is that it's not there naturally. Right? If it was put there by my parents, it means that the belief is not natural. It's not a naturally occurring belief within me. Somebody put it there. My parents put it there. Now here was the other realization I had. Anything that had to be put there cannot be the truth. That was a huge revelation for me. All of this happened within an instant of time. And then again, it was so profound and huge in scope that I, of course, had to really meditate on that for years afterwards. I still think about it a lot. A child does not naturally grow up believing that their worth has to be granted to them, that they don't have worth on their own, that they have no value on their own, that it has to be earned, it has to come from outside of themselves. Children don't adopt that belief by themselves naturally. And if they don't adopt it on their own naturally, and in fact that belief has to be taught to them, it has to be put inside of them by somebody, then it can't be the truth. So I'd like to encourage you, if you're struggling with this, to spend time thinking about that. Anything that had to be put there, and it's not there naturally, means it's not supposed to be there. Think about if the doctors find metal, a shard of metal in your body, instantly you know that's not supposed to be there, right? If it's not supposed to be there, it means it's not there naturally. It's not a natural part of you. It doesn't belong there. And so for me personally, the realization that I viewed myself as worthless, and the realization that it had been put there, that belief was not natural to me, it had been put there, I instantly viewed it like a shard of metal in my body. I knew it didn't belong there. This whole belief system, this whole erroneous belief system about how worth works, that it's based on everything outside of me, but that I don't supply it myself. It was a shard of metal that did not belong there. And what probably helped, another thing that probably helped, is that I wasn't just applying the rule to myself. So also instantly I thought in my head of the world of humanity, of people, and I felt my heart break to even imagine the idea that all of these people out there, you and me and my brother and my sister and all the people I loved, it broke my heart to even consider that they might not have value, that their value might be dependent only on whether other people like them or not, or love them or not, or admire them or not. That broke my heart. So my heart breaking for everybody else, the world of humanity, I realized, well, that applies to me too. My heart should be breaking for myself too, that I have lived for so long viewing myself that way. What a terribly destructive, false belief. I knew it was false immediately.